On some 70 colleges and university campuses across Indiana, where classrooms strive to learn more than academics, there is a quiet force making an impact. Indiana Campus Compact.
They're definitely the driving force behind the work that we do in higher education.
With a depth and breadth of knowledge that could benefit more campuses.
I think Indiana Campus Compact is an amazingly wonderful organization that's underutilized, and I would be more than happy to try to advance their mission.
Since 1993, Indiana Campus Compact, a nonprofit, has partnered with some public, private, and community colleges to build collaborations that benefit the community. And it is preparing college students to advance the public good in their communities.
You should never be able to graduate and not have something to give back to your community.
For years, Indiana Campus Compact has been giving grants to students for community engagement projects, preparing the next generation of civic leaders and change makers. And Indiana Campus Compact also helps educate the educators.
They provide a lot of the resources and up-to-date tools and information that we need to drive community engaged learning forward in our institutions.
Indiana Campus Compact hosts engaging, insightful, and educational conferences and workshops, including an annual Service Engagement Summit for faculty, staff, and administrators from partner campuses. At these events, they learn about community service, but they also dive deeper.
It's just really analyzing the difference between equality and equity.
They tackle other critical issues that impact campuses and communities, such as diversity and inclusiveness.
They're positioning themselves to be at the front of that conversation. It's been forecasted that we will be majority minority in about 20-something years, in 22 years. So it is incredibly important that we have students to engage our community as it is and as it will be.
Partner campuses applaud Indiana Campus Compact's focus on helping everyone understand each other better, to listen, talk, and transform. But the heart of Indiana Campus Compact's mission is to help colleges and universities transform communities. At IUPUI, Indiana Campus Compact has given 2 faculty fellowships to Dr. Christina Santa Maria Graf, an assistant professor of special education. They support her community research and engagement with Latino immigrant families who have children with disabilities.
I want to walk into a classroom and I want to see that every child is being heard, listened to, and loved.
That's why her research teaches and studies family as faculty. As the experts of their children's needs, the fellowship pays parents to help her co-teach a family's course for aspiring special education teachers.
They're learning from parents, and they're able to interact with them, ask questions, and gain a very holistic and comprehensive knowledge that goes deeper than just what is read on paper.
Dr. Santa Maria Graf says she loves how Indiana Campus Compact supports direct, face-to-face engagement with communities where real transformation takes place, not in the isolation of a university.
They provide supports for faculty to get on the ground and to be working with and alongside community members.
At the University of Indianapolis, a political science professor and students are getting on the ground for democracy with the support of Indiana Campus Compact. The nonprofit has helped fund their You Indy Votes project, which Dr. Laura Merrifield Wilson, assistant professor of political science, leads.
We work to register student voters to make sure they're updated on their student registration, but also that they know how to vote and that they're empowered and educated to do so.
It is a major student-run and student-organized project with Allie Nickerson, a political science and communications major, as student project director. And the nonpartisan You Indy Votes project also registers voters in the community.
We've registered at a YMCA in Greenwood. We've registered in apartment complexes that are members of the Indiana Housing Project, neighborhoods that have large Burmese immigrant populations, as the south side of Indianapolis does.
Indiana Campus Compact was critical to You Indy Votes' success.
We actually wouldn't have existed had they not offered that the initial grant. It literally started You Indy Votes.
And as an Indiana Campus Compact Fellow, Allie received a stipend for her involvement in UIndy Votes.
Also, I've been able to attend their summits, their retreats, these incredible educational events and conferences.
Indiana Campus Compact's investment in helping college students serve others has reshaped Allie's goals.
So I grew up in Indianapolis, and I wanted to go to school here, but I always thought that I would leave Indiana. These civic engagement projects help acquaint students with their communities and how they can impact them and make a difference. My work through Indiana Campus Compact, my work through UIndy Votes has helped me realize the importance of place and supporting the community where I grew up. And so my plan is to stick around.
Allie will be a change maker right where she lives. And that's the impact of Indiana Campus Compact, preparing college students to advance the public good in communities wherever they choose to go. To learn more about Indiana Campus Compact, go to indianacampuscompact.org.